안녕하세요, 레온입니다. 제가 이번에는 하버드 대학생 세 팀을 인터뷰를 해봤어요. 주제는 학교생활, 미래고민, 파티문화 세 가지니까 참고하시면 좋을 것 같고요. 자, 그러면 영상 바로 시작해 보겠습니다.
We are sisters.
Yeah.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Let me guess, you're the first one, you're the second one.
No, I'm actually the older one. I'm just shorter.
Oh my god, you should eat more milk.
I know. Nobody told me.
Okay, so which school do you go to?
I go to Harvard. I'm a senior. I have one more semester.
Oh wow. How about you, Emily?
I go to Kalamazoo College in Michigan.
Awesome. What do you study?
I study studio art and art history.
Okay. So let's take a walk. I'll follow you guys, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Alright. So how's school life so far?
It's been good. I mean, a little, I think different than most people's experience. We can take this crosswalk.
Okay.
Just because of COVID, right? So we were remote for a while, but
Okay.
it's been good. A big transition, but once, I don't know, now as a senior, it's like, feels a little bit more like home, I guess.
Okay.
Cambridge, yeah.
How about you, Miley?
I feel like this year was a lot different because all of my classes were online the whole year. It's been a really fun experience meeting new people and just finding an area of study to focus on.
Cool. After graduation, what is the career plan for you guys?
I feel like it probably changes every day, but today I'm a biology major, so I think I'm thinking like some sort of environmental research, like ecology, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Either that or like public health.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna get you a lot of money?
Probably not, so we'll see if I stick with it when reality hits, but for now that's the plan.
Okay, I'll pray for you.
Thank you.
How about you, Miley?
I'm thinking of getting my master's so I can practice art therapy. So that's my plan right now, but we'll see. I think I just want to focus on ways to help different people, and I think that's why I really am interested in art therapy, because I think it's like a different approach to like counseling and talking about like problems people may be facing.
Like, are you guys worried about it? Because you guys look pretty smart, right?
That's a good question. I feel like I'm trying not to worry about it as much as possible. I think before college, I was a lot more like career oriented, and it feels like now it's just more thinking about like what I really want to do with my life, if that makes sense. So yeah, like more trying to figure out what my like passions are, which is probably naive, and if you talk to me in a semester, I'll be like, whatever it takes to pay the bills. But for now, that's where my head's at.
Okay. So how is the partying culture here in America or at your school? Doesn't matter which.
Biased. I think different people would say very different things.
They do.
I feel like you can help with this question more.
What was the craziest party you've been to ever in your life?
I feel like the craziest party wasn't at my school, but it was at my cousin's school, Nijrode Business School in the Netherlands.
Oh.
And they had like a private castle wheel on the ceiling that you had to hang off of to take your... that was probably the craziest for sure.
So I guess that doesn't say much about like American party culture, like we're like go to a different country.
What I was expecting was like getting blacked out and waking up in the morning in a different country or something like that.
No, that hasn't happened.
Okay.
Yeah, like you get a later start, right? Like you have to have a fake ID if you want to drink before you're 21, or like have someone buy for you, which like is obviously possible, but
Okay, so what's the plan after dinner thing tonight for you guys?
well, I have to work in the morning, so nothing too crazy. I think we're gonna walk around. This is her first night here, so we're kind of like orienting.
Cool. This is it for
Thank
today?
you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Lauren, right?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Miley? Thank you very much. Leon.
Leon. Okay. Nice to meet you. And what was your name? Jake. Nice to meet you.
See you too.
So which college do you go to, Mubin?
I go to Harvard University.
Okay, cool. So what do you study?
I'm currently studying biology with a secondary in neuroscience for pre-med track.
So what are you going to do with that?
The goal is to go to med school. So I'm currently pre-med and hopefully become like a doctor of some sort.
Cool. Like, is that what you wanted, or is it like what your parents wanted you to do?
It's what I wanted. My parents were very much like, you do what you want to do, and they were very supportive in like whatever I wanted to do. I found love in like medicine growing up and science and biology. So, you know, I feel like this was the correct path for me.
Wow. So you're sure about this path, right?
Yes, I'm very sure.
Okay. I know that a lot of college students are worried about their career and like life and stuff, right? So like, are you worried about your career and life and stuff?
I mean, everyone has to worry about it a little bit. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about everything. Like, you know, even just going to college, I've already switched like what type of doctor I would theoretically want to be a few times and stuff like that. Yeah, and especially with like how the world's changing, you never know what things are going to be like in 10 years, 15 years in the future. So, yeah.
Okay. So like, what is exactly one thing that concerns you the most? Like, is it like an internal thing or like peer pressure, or like what is it exactly?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like not ever truly knowing what's going to happen. Like, you can study for hours, you can be as prepared as possible for how you think your life's going to end up being, and it can always be just something completely different than what you expect. So,
Okay.
yeah.
How's your school life these days?
School life, well, last year was pretty rough, but I mean, we made the most out of it. I'd say I have a pretty decent school life with like a social life and academic life. I really try to make sure to like not only focus on studying, but also focus on my mental health and get to like, you know, meet new people, do new things, go out to the city, you know, take a break from studying sometimes. So yeah, I'd say it's pretty good.
Harvard is like the most smartest school, right, in the world, right? Like, do you guys ever party out at night?
Oh yes, yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like if you don't, then you're not helping yourself.
Okay, so moving, do you mind like sharing with us like the craziest party you've been to?
Craziest party?
Yeah.
That's a hard question. my freshman year, because last year there was not really anything, but like, I don't know, ambulances were called often.
Well, you're not part of it, right?
Oh no, of course not. But parties can get a little wild sometimes, but like throw up, people are like just dancing, going crazy, you know. So yeah.
Are you crossing?
Yeah, I'm about to cross.
Pretty smart, intelligent image, right? On like most people's perception. I want to ask, like, what was the most rebellious thing that you've done that your parents doesn't know about?
That my parents don't know about.
Yes. Don't worry, your parents won't say this, so don't worry about it.
How do you know that? You know what? I'll say, so Harvard has these things called quote unquote graduation requirements. Okay. And they include like jumping off the bridge, like the river, and like peeing on John Harvard's foot, and like doing other stuff. I may or may not have done one or two. You don't know. So I may or may not. You can't be 100% sure.
Okay. Well, I guess it sounds better than, you know, waking up in the morning and like you see your hands with blood. Like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Any last word on the people who is eager to get into Harvard?
Honestly, just like be yourself, and don't try being someone else, because once you try being someone else, you're gonna be in the mold of hundreds of thousands of other applicants.
True.
Harvard's just looking for each person to be their authentic self, and that's really what they want at the college. So yeah,
it's very motivating.
All right.
Okay, thank you, Mubin.
Thank you
for your time.
No, thank you.
Okay, have a good day.
Yeah.
I go to the graduate school here, so I'm studying public policy at the Harvard Kennedy School.
Okay. Why did you choose Harvard?
I think I chose it because it's, I think, probably during visitor day, I visited a few different schools, and this one stood out as the one that I think had the best curriculum and people in this field that I wanted to study.
Is that gonna get you a lot of money when you graduate?
Oh, not at all. It's totally in public service. So.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Cool. Okay. Which other school would you have been chosen if it wasn't the Harvard?
So with policy schools, they're actually quite a small pool. There are not that many, unlike the undergraduate programs. So I was looking specifically at the Princeton and Johns Hopkins. No, really not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since you're from the Harvard, right? Like, do you worry about your future or career, anything?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's maybe it's self-imposed, but I think it's a constant question whether I am doing the right thing, whether I'm applying what I'm learning, whether I'm making the most impact on the world that I want to be.
Concerns you the most? Like, is it like a peer pressure or parents pressure or?
That's a great question. Peer pressure or parental pressure. I'm actually surrounded by the most amazing, I think, set of classmates. But I think it's really an internal force that asks the question,
Okay.
given what I have and the privileges I have,
Okay.
how can I do the most with what I have? And I think it's about finding the right fit where my skills can actually contribute to the goals of an organization or country. So I think it's a lot of questions that I'm asking myself about how can I best support, say, the economic development.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my mom goes to church, so I'll make her pray for you. Okay.
I appreciate that.
Last category of questions.
Sure.
We really want to hear about the partying culture at Harvard.
The partying.
Yeah. Like, what is it like here? Because I'm not from this country.
Yeah, I think it's quite diverse, and my experience is probably not representative. As I'm older, so I've been through a few years of work experience.
Oh.
But probably play hard, work hard is relatively accurate.
Okay.
Though during COVID times, I think we've had to adjust how we socialize.
Okay.
So it's a lot more smaller scale gatherings. We try to do things outdoors, go on a lot of hikes. And the drinking culture, honestly, I think it really depends on the person. My program is quite international, so I get a lot of friends who don't drink out of religion or personal choice.
Okay.
And so we've been rather accommodating to find other ways to celebrate.
Cool. That's why I'm really curious
Yeah.
if there was any like rebellious thing that you've done that your parents doesn't know about. You don't have to share if you don't.
No. I don't think they know how much I drink.
How much you drink, eh?
Not that much, just like a
a
normal
few
amount.
blackouts?
Maybe more for what you think my size can drink. But
Just a few blackout, waking up in the parking lot, right?
not that severe.
All right, I think this is good enough.
Great.
Okay, thank you very much, Yi.
Yeah,
Is it
very
okay?
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice to
Thank you
meet
very
you.
much.